I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Boo.
Hello? Anybody there? Oh, crud. That's why I was in my email. Nat, thank you so much for 55 months of subbing. That's a wild number. What color paper star would you like? Thank you so much. Green, you got it. All right. I don't know how best to... Whatever. Here we go. That's kind of hard to tell that that's an orange and a yellow, but... Or orange and a red. But it is. It's Hexagon Day. For $15 donated to St. Jude, you can pick what color you would like in a hexagon. And I will show you our little scrappy hexagon blanket here in a second. I was going to open up Twitch on my phone so I can read chat there too. There we go. All right, and this is Nat and cats. So I had like the sweetest interaction on Facebook, which I feel like is rare, right? A lot of us don't have that kind of thought normally on Facebook. Nat, here is your little green star. I shall add you to our very sparkly jar. Thank you again for the resub. Yeah, so there's a number of different like animal rescues that I follow. And just like anywhere else, you know, I try to... I'm a firm believer in putting good in the world, you know? I mean, here we are doing our St. Jude thing and what have you. And there is this horse rescue that I absolutely love. I love what they do. I love how they do everything. So they currently, and this is like, they've had people, you know, give them a hard time over it. They have a 3-legged horse right now. Believe it or not. He was born that way. He was born without a front leg. He's 10 weeks old right now. And everyone's like, put him down, blah, 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 blah. Like, because horses are animals that can't really live on 3 legs. Like, they need all their appendages, right? And they contacted and got advice from every doctor and specialist, and everyone has been like, he's thriving right now. Like, he is doing fine. Why on earth would you put down an animal who is doing, is fine, really? At this point, they are like, they take it day by day. He gets checkups every like couple of weeks, you know, a couple of times, you know, imaging, things like that. And they're like, listen, he will not suffer a day in his life, right? Like, that's not what we're about. But we are about what, like, you know, right now he's just a happy little 10-week-old foal. He's got no idea what's going on. He has no idea that he's different. And they're also learning a ton about him right now and how he's developing, and like it can be really useful for other animals. Look at him. Look at him run. His name is Rocky. He has no clue. He's like, today is a beautiful day and I'm a horse. Eating food, no worries. Well, they also take in a lot of horses that are at like auctions and things like that. Horses that need help, horses that need rehabilitation. Yeah, I'm trying to find like a video of him because he's so cute, and he has like a little band of misfit creatures that are like his best friends. Like, look at this is one of his buddies. Who, nothing's wrong with him. He's just, you know, some animals just work smarter, not harder. This mini horse's name is Chaos, which I feel like we can all appreciate. But yeah, that's one of his other pen mates, and he's like, I'm just gonna eat over here. You can leave me alone. So I've followed them since before his story, but of course people were like, this is cruel, you're using him for fame, and they're just like, look at him. What about him? He's doing great. He's here, this is one of him running. Like, he has no idea. There's his buddy, and then here he comes. And again, as long as he's not suffering, as long as he's doing okay, so be it. I think it's fabulous. So, they posted a story today about a mom and baby that went through local auction and were set to be consigned again at the next one. And the baby was too young to go through it again, so they decided to bring them to their rescue on Monday. What they didn't expect was the surprising side story. Another little mini, so these are miniature horses, named Tink, had apparently taken on full-time babysitting duties at their previous location, and she became very attached to the baby. When our hauler left with mom and baby, Tink followed the truck along the fence and down the drive. They then stood at the gate again. They then stood by the gate the rest of the day waiting. So she was waiting for her baby to come back, even though it's not her baby. It's another mom's baby. It's just a horse that she, like, it's just, like, she thinks you're gonna bring her back. And I was like, look at the, I love it, right? You know, the whole it takes a village kind of thing. Here she is with her baby. What if they're just lesbian moms raising a baby together, you know? Like, and so she was just, like, brokenhearted. And so the person that had her basically purchased them all from a not great situation, and they were going to rehome them. And so Gay offered them a crazy low price on Tink so that way all three of them could be together again. And I was like, bills are okay this month. I have $10 extra, right? Like, we've donated to St. Jude already. We might do it again later this month, you know. I'm like, so I commented, and I was like, this is the first time that I've been in a place where I have a little extra in my funds and I can afford to help. It's not much, but I sent $10 towards Sweet Tink. I hope that it helps. Thank you for all you do for these sweet horses. Well, then someone named Sheila comes on and goes, Megan, I will match your $10, so together we have $20 getting them closer. I've been out of work for 6 weeks, but just got paid, and I can also spare a little for a good cause. And then someone named Louise comes in and goes, Megan, I'll also match your 10 too, so now it's $30. Little can be powerful. And I'm like, right, Shiz? I'm like, this is the sweetest, most okay, thanks. Well, I'll have you know, they posted her story 2 hours ago, and let me see, for 50 minutes ago, so like about an hour after the story was posted, they paid for her. They're like, Tink is covered. Thank you all for understanding why we helped. So she's coming back to her friends. They're all going to be together again. And I was like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. $5 might not be much. But $10, if 10 people give $5, exactly. And that's why coming in here to St. Jude, right? Pivoting to our cause, you know, the $5 might not be a lot, but if 10 people donate $5, that is a lot. And it's just like, oh, yeah, it was just, thing is, horses like him haven't had the chance to be before. We don't know how being born without the limb will affect his growth and abilities. Yeah. So he's had lots of imaging done. He has lots of, a lot of, you know, as much information as they can get on him constantly, to just learn. Because the thing is that he's not a candidate for a prosthetic, because he literally, like, he was born, he doesn't even have anything that a prosthetic could attach to. So they couldn't do it even if he was a candidate for it. So it's one of those things, that they are just learning from him, and they are taking it one day at a time. And as long as his imaging keeps coming back that he's not hurting, and as long as he continues to, he's meeting all his milestones, he's meeting all of the things that are normal for a horse his age, He's a healthy weight. Like, as long as all of those things continue, they're like, there's no reason for us. You know, maybe he'll only live a couple of years or maybe a couple of months. We don't know, but like, we're not going to just give up on him because horses like him don't live long lives. Like, he can still live his life however long it will be. And so I love this organization. Like, they're one that I really, I appreciate what they do. And so there's the fact, though, that like, every one of their thousands of viewers donate only $1, it adds up. Absolutely. Like, right now, my hope is that we get to 2,500 total raised. We have 3 more days to do it. And that might seem like a lot, but if anyone has an extra couple of bucks, we have some fun things that can happen. And today, I'll put these like this for right now until we get a donation and I have to show all the colors. Today, I thought it would be fun. I have this scrap hexagon blanket. Boop. Hang on. Okay. Ooh. Ah. And this is all made from Aunt Shirley yarn. This is all little bits and pieces of yarn that she has that I have now. And so I thought it could be cool if people wanted to donate today that we could make some hexagons together for the blanket. And in the meantime, I'm doing a neat continuous join method that I've never tried before, so that I don't have to like sew them all together and it's just less ends to weave in. We love that. So I figured I'll just work on my continuous join right now. I have a row. And then we can make some hexagons together. So yeah, this is Scruffy, thank you for the $15 donation. Yay! And also I should mention, I have to mention this every time because I know some people see my actual raised and it's different than the total raised. Yes, you are right. It's because we had a scammer come in. We had someone with stolen credit cards donate $1,000 to St. Jude, which is like, wow, $1,000 in like hundreds, if you will. So it was $100 here, $250 there, $50 here. It wasn't just a $1,000 donation. And because of that, as the credit cards are, like, as people are realizing that the credit cards were stolen and the information was used, the money is coming out of the total that we've raised. So we still have about, I think, $500 more that this scammer has donated. So the $2,820 is going to change, unfortunately. But this is how much we have actually raised, like, as a group. Like, we did the math. So even if, like, their money comes out, this will still be the total that's going to St. Jude. It sucks. It's the worst. But, you know, it is what it is at this point. Let me move that. So yeah, if anyone wants to follow along with that horse, the Facebook group is, here, I can show you. It is Rocking Our Ranch and Rescue. I can grab a link, actually, just in case anyone wants to follow. It's a neat, now you have to know that, you know, it could end sad, but the fact that he got the opportunity to live and be a horse is wonderful. Scruffy. Here are the colors. let me know what color you would like to be the center of a new hexagon. Orange, you got it. Here you go. If anyone wants to follow them, that's their Facebook. Okay. So the only thing that there's a couple of rules, if you will, made up rules to my hexagons. I don't like having the same colors right next to each other. I try and keep it pretty random, you know. I wouldn't do like 2 rows of orange, if you will, back to back, because it's multicolored, right? And I also wouldn't put like 2, like, because these both have orange, I wouldn't put them right next to each other. But like, I don't really have too many hard rules about what colors can go together and what can't. Like I said, it's more about the just trying to space things out. Like there's not a whole heck of a lot of orange left. So I'm trying to space orange throughout the blanket. So yeah. Anyway, here's my, I have this bag, right? And then there's just like all the little colors are just like pulling through there's little holes. So, yeah. I do also have multicolor, but I decided that we should just do like solids because everyone would be picking multicolor, and again, same thing. I don't have a lot of multicolor yarn left. So these will end up getting mixed in throughout. This, I think, is one of my favorite multicolors. Look at how pretty that is. And almost all of this yarn is like red heart. Just old red heart. Like I have a couple of labels. Let's see. Petal pink. Warm brown. Check out this really old Lion Brand label. I don't know, that looks like 1977. Lion Brand yarns are the best. Wool ease. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Allison. I hate that. I love those colors. Yeah. This color combination always makes me think of Aunt Shirley. The navy red heart, the pale yellow. Actually, I'm sorry. It would be the navy, this color yellow, and like that color red. Always make me think of her. Like I feel as though she made that color combination a lot. Like, and see, this is fun too. Like this, there's a hat that I have that she made in these colors. It's like a beige, an orange, and a brown, and I love that. I can use old red heart, but new red heart doesn't like me. Interesting. Got it from my dumb husband who works around dumb people. You know, I got my last flu from my dumb husband too. Because he got it from dumb people around him. So it's pretty rude when they do that. Yeah. So rude. Oh no, really? Extra innings last night. Ooh, your first sweater? Like your first one ever? The Mets are currently losing to the White Sox, and I guess, you know, we have to give them a little boost every now and again, right? Even the teams who are doing the worst. The Yankees did it earlier, so I guess the Mets thought it would be nice. You got to work from home? Heck yeah. Not much to do, so you got a lot of cross-stitching done. I love that. All right. And what do you all think? Should people who donate $15 today still get their name into a raffle? Just like if they had donated $15 on another day for the fidget bead? I think that makes sense, right? If $15 normally gets you the bead and an entry, I think that seems fair. We're just changing it from a bead today to hexagons. Look at this. I weave my ends in like right away with these. Aren't you all so proud? I am. Alright, so we'll make sure we add Scruffy to the Amigurumi raffle. So proud, yeah. This will not be a blanket of a million ends. I mean, it will be, but not of a million ends that I need to weave in. They'll be done. Oh no! Sharn with the $30.01. Sharn loves to upset the 69 group. Thank you so much for that donation. And you would like Hank to come out? Oh my goodness, wait. We raised another $100. Look at us. We're getting so close to that 2,500. To 2319. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, Hank. Woo! Where's other Hank? All right, well, OG Hank can hang out. Now, Hank, this is, it's a bit of a different pattern than what you're used to, buddy. stitch markers. It's like Cookie Monster. The hook matches you, Hank. That's pretty cool. You like this hat? Yeah, I figured you would. Okay. Okay, nope. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Nailed it. Nope, no doubles, Hank. We're just doing single crochets. Okay, just singles. That's one time. No looping over, okay? Okay. He does. Yeah, this hexagon has blue too. Hank, it's on your nose. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't think that's gonna help any. No, you gotta get it out of your mouth. Well, it's not gonna help if it's in your mouth. You just like maple now? Okay. All right. Do you think this is what St. Jude had in mind when they sent us these little shark puppets? You think so? Hank, I swear if we ever go to a summit, you're going to come with me. Yeah, for real. You want to see the... Okay. And you take pictures together? Okay. Well, like maple, for instance, is really funny whenever I'm working with yarn and it drags because he's like, I gotta bite that. And he says, I'm gonna attack it. Here, this won't count towards hang time. But here, I'll show you. I'll have to post it online. See, he's a big helper. Me trying to make up the little sample hexagons, and he's like, I'm gonna eat this! Bring Norman too. Let me check. I know that if we hit the 2,500, I will have hit that lifetime. Almost. So they have $531, I want to say, left to come out. And here, we're close. We need to raise like 50 more dollars will get me there comfortably. And then I can claim my pin and things like that. But as of right now, I'll show you. This is how much I've raised lifetime. And if we go to our current campaign and I go to donations and I filter by this person's username, and I don't even care, I'll show it on screen because listen, you know what? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, $500 donations left. Okay. And then I have 25 and 6. So I have $531 of their money still to come out. And I'm not at that. So if all that money comes out, I would dip below. So I need to get to like, yeah. So if 531 comes out of that, I would dip below. So like I said, I would be more comfortable if we hit like $50 more, because I would know for sure then, you know? But yeah, two $15 more donations would get us there. Mm-hmm. Or more Hank time. Yeah. So we're close. We are very close. It's just that with that stupid little bit that has to come out, we're not quite there yet. Wow, none of us caught it. Oh, no worries, Nat. It's okay. And definitely no pressure, but I will be also fundraising for St. Jude in December. So feel free, anyone. This again, no pressure. I'm not going to be like, you promised you were going to save up. But if there is anyone who's like, dang, I couldn't do it here, but I still want to, we'll be doing it in December too. Could you let go of my glasses? I just needed to fix them. Okay. We will also be doing the crafty one in December with like the quilt race and everything like that. So there will be another opportunity. Yeah. Definitely no pressure, but I understand because I like to donate to St. Jude too. And heck, I started my fundraiser like a week late because I was like, oh yeah, St. Jude month is May. I have time. And then all of a sudden it was May. And I was like, oh. Shoot. Well, this is tricky with you, Hank. I need to complete my pet painting collection. Yes. I know, now May is almost over. Tomorrow is scary. I'm sorry. We got you. Your pocket friends are with you. Hank, you're doing great. Hank, do you want to make a hexagon? Yeah? Okay. That's good to know. Hopefully we can make it happen. Imagine myself really tiny in a pocket. Yeah. Pocket friends. So yeah, there's the continuous way you work around them and join them, and then you do this something similar. There's so much cat hair on this. Oh no, Elf! Yes, everything shrinks appropriately. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Oh, no, that's not fun. But it should help. I mean, like, it'll be uncomfortable at first. Also, can I just say that the fact that Elf, then Scruffy, then Nat is red, orange, yellow? Or hot pink, orange, yellow, like, that made me happy. Sorry. A random thing to notice, but my brain notices patterns. All right, Hank, you got another minute to go, buddy. You did really good. You attached one whole hexagon. Oh, that's fabulous to hear, honestly. That you haven't had any since. I think petrichor would be the closest to green. In, like, active chatters. Just like how Elf technically isn't red. It's just like tones and things like that. All right, Hank, buddy. You're all done for right now. Did you have fun? Yeah? You want to do it again? Okay. Thanks for helping, buddy. But I bet if I just whisper purple, all the purple people will come out. Of course, thank you for donating. Hank loves to help. We'll have to get Hank Jr. if anyone else donates. Give both of them a chance to try out this pattern. It's funny though because I am combining like two different, they're both free patterns to make this. Like the continuous join is from a different person than the hexagons are. So it's kind of fun to combine the two. I also haven't worked on this in like a really long time, so trying to remember what the heck I did was a lot. Welcome back. Going to help with healing? That's good. So let me add Scruffy to the raffle entry. We're getting close, y'all. We're getting close to that 10,000 lifetime achievement for realsies. And to the 2,500. That's exciting. Oh, that's awesome. I love businesses like that. Well, yeah. You think we can get another donation before stretch break? More balls in the ball pit? For the next 2 sets. Oh, that's cool. I haven't done any kind of like Pokemon stuff in so long. Like card stuff, that is. Balls. Oh no, really? That stinks. The cats, thank you for the $10 donation to St. Jude. I'll have to add you into the donation or the raffle. Let's add $10 here. And okay. We've taken over the account again in the name of St. Jude. Well, the cats will now be entered in for a raffle. So we're now like 30, well, we're now like 40-ish away. Like 30 to 40-ish away. From 10K lifetime. They ate my last raffle ticket. Well, that's rude. That's awesome, Scruffy. Congratulations. I love that. Good. I'm glad that you took a break. I know that it's hard to take those breaks. Trust me. I know it's hard. But I'm glad that you are making sure to take care of yourself. Yeah, the short breaks now will help prolong overall crafting. Yup. They are hard. I agree completely. But again, I think long term it'll be better, you know? Short term it really sucks. Sometimes I think I'm one off, and then I realize I'm not. Oh no! All of our bodies need to just chill the heck out. Okay? All the sore ankles and hands and bodies that don't allow us to do the things we want to do needs to just heck off. Hi, Lockpick. How are you? Yeah, so they're hexagons. There's little scrappy hexagons. They are made up of yarn that was left over from my great aunt's stash. And today, I thought it would be fun as like a little incentive thing for St. Jude if we had a thing where a $15 donation would allow you to pick what color, and we could make some little hexagons together and add them to the blanket. And you also get entered into the raffle as well for a $15 donation. So connect your TV. Still use your pillows, yeah. I pretend I'm crocheting a hexagon blanket, yes. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. They're like little bits of yarn that she had. Like I have some larger skeins, but then I also have like this or like this. You know, some smaller little bits. And they're all just getting made into hexagons. All the remnants, yep. So I have little like swatches, and those swatches will get added into the blanket too. Um, but they have like some samples of the solid colors and things like that that are available if you donate to St. Jude today. Yeah, so the bin that the yarn is kept in still smells like my Aunt Shirley. So anytime that I open up the bin, I cry. Not gonna lie. Like, this somewhat does still. But the stuff that, like, has been out for a while is a little less strong. But, like, you open up that bin and it's just like, oh boy. I will. I will. Absolutely. Smells are so powerful, yeah. It really, like, smell can bring you back in a way that no other scent or sense, sorry, I said can. It's wild. So yeah, we're like finishing this hexagon away from making it to 10,000 lifetime raised on Tiltify. So if anyone has $15 that they want to donate to St. Jude today, that gets us closer, and you get to pick a color. They trigger those memories, yeah. Smell your yeah. A specific smoke. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or sometimes it'll be like a laundry detergent combination or something that like you catch. Like I remember when we lived in our apartment, sometimes you would just like you could really smell something there because we were near the laundry room. But still, even now, even though we don't live in an apartment complex, sometimes something on like the wind, you're just like, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense to smell here, but I do. Okay. Ads are about to roll, believe it or not. We've been live for an hour. I don't know how that happened. But while we are taking our stretch break, it's the perfect opportunity to donate to St. Jude. I know I keep talking about it, and sorry, not sorry. I never want anyone to feel like they have to donate to be here. You are, of course, welcome here, whether you donate or not. Being here actually is a huge help for charity streams. But I also like to remind people because if you're anything like me, you forget stuff all the time. All the time, every day. Um, and so it's just a great opportunity. And, you know, if you want to help pick a color for a hexagon that we can add to this blanket, you can do that. So we're going to take a quick break. And then we'll be back. And we will keep working on this. And maybe some other things. I don't really know. But yeah, I'll see you all in a couple minutes. Play some words. You got an ad for pet cloning? What? I'm sorry, what? Huh. Shiz, thank you so much for the $15 donation to St. Jude. What color would you like? I don't know. Actually, hold on. Here. Here are our colors. And I will add you also to the raffle. We're one $15 donation away. I'm not antsy, you are. Yeah, I just was doing math for that. A blue-green. This one? Like this color? Yeah, okay. I like that color. Shocker, I know. Woof. The Mets are losing. I just saw the score and I'm like, what inning are we in? Bottom of the ninth. Yeah, we're not coming back from that one. I should say it would be a hell of a comeback if we did. Oh, there's an Artemis here. Yeah, we're losing 9-3 against a team with a terrible record. But, you know, maybe we're just trying to make them feel good. Hey, could you stop itching your face? That'd be really great. Stop itching so hard. She left. She's like, don't tell me what to do, ma'am. I know, there's a bag there today. Hey. Stop scratching your face. Evidently. All right, one more $15 donation finishes this hexagon and puts us into $10,000 raised for charity total. Wow, that was an impressive jump, girl. Oh, you guys are playing the Rockies? Did you guys win or did you lose? Because it is unreal that the Rockies have not won 10 games. This far into the season, they haven't won their 10th game yet. Yeah, I mean, the White Sox were the worst team in baseball last year. And they're currently 17-38 right now. So they're pretty bad too. Hi. I mean, the Rockies beat the Yankees in one game. One of their games. The Yankees took 2 out of 3 from them. So yeah, you know, sometimes the worst team still has a day where they win. It happens. Someone has to lose, yeah. Yeah. That someone's us today. James.
Megan? You have a helper.
I don't want a helper.
Well...
Don't you?
You know what they say about free labor.
You didn't scream. Is it because you love your dad? Oh, cozy girl.
She's like, I hate this.
She's gonna come like right back. All right. There's our square so far, or hexagon. I'm so used to saying square. Oh, I dropped my tapestry needle. Come back. Okay. Oh. He plopped her on the couch. I like this hexagon a lot. It looks like a sunflower. Blues Clues Funko Pops. I love Steve. What a gem. Just the dogs. So what, blue and magenta? Are there more dogs? Oh, Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper. And then Paprika. And then I think they had another kid. I don't remember their name. Yeah, little Paprika. I think in the newer shows, didn't they have a second baby? They have like 3 kids now? No way. Goodness gracious. They have 4. Oh my gosh. Cinnamon, sage, ginger, and paprika. Dang. They really get it on in that spice cabinet. Holy cow. Yeah, they created a whole spice cabinet. Georgina, did you hear? We're a $15 donation away to safely being in the 10K lifetime raised on Tiltify. Even with Jerkface's donations coming out. So close. Hey, Sly Fox. Thank you. It's a scrap blanket. It's made up of yarn from my Aunt Shirley's stash. And so I'm just making... I'm trying not to make the same hexagon twice, basically, and not having the same colors, like, on bordering hexagons. So, like, you can see, like, there's yellows near each other, but none, like, nothing in, like, a round one hexagon should match that hexagon. So, we have a special donation incentive today that if you donate $15, you get to pick any color. I have little swatches here of, like, some of the colors available. And you also get your name entered in the raffle to win an amigurumi. But you'll get to pick a color and then be added into the blanket. So this is what we have so far. And we're really close to some exciting things. So yeah.
30-second dance party.
Everybody scream! We did it! Oh my god, that's so exciting! Claim the stuff! Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Heck yeah! Take that, punk! We are safely in the actual 10K range now. Even if that person's... Take that! Y'all, we've raised over $10,000 for charity in this little stream. In this community, since we started, we have raised over $10,000 for charity. That's crazy. Proof that the little bits add up. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, and Slidebox with a $15 donation. Heck yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait, we're now less than $100 away from our goal. And Sly Fox, you get to pick a color. Okay, Georgina, I will spin the Wheel of Chaos for you as well. Sly Fox, what color would you like? Here's the little hexagon we're working on now, if you'd like to have it held up to anything. And let me finish. I have to finish filling out this thing here. Oh, it was... I still can't believe it. Like, you think, you know, there's a part of me that hopes that, so that outer layer is red. So it would look, this is orange in the middle. That's red. It would look like that. You know, maybe they were hoping for, like, oh, because Tiltify has a no refund thing. Maybe I can get one over and help. But it just felt icky. It did, like, I try and see the good in things, but that, I don't think there wasn't good, you know? You're fine with that? Is that what you want? I mean, if that's not what you want, that's fine. We can, there's plenty of color options. Okay. Hope you'll fight may look like easy pickings, but we got some bite. Yep. Okay. My response was submitted. Because here, I'll show you. We'll do the red square here in a sec, or the red. Because Tiltify sent me this cool thing when we hit 7,500. It's a banner. And they send you a pin. So I'm going to get a 10K pin. And I can put it on my banner. Now, I've been holding off on doing this because I don't know if I should just keep Tiltify stuff on here. But I also have, like, these St. Jude iron-ons that I was like, I could like put that like on here, and the play for more than bragging rights. Like I could put those, but like I don't know, because it would be neat to hang this up, you know. Well, yeah, because the St. Jude ones are from fundraising too, but I'm like, do I just do the Tiltify things? Because I don't know if they do anything other than pins. So, like, should I just stick to the Tiltify, or should I also do the... I've been going back and forth on it. Because, like, I could make my own banner for them. That's true. Add the other so it's a fun collage. I could even just put it on the back. Well, the pins will definitely go on. Oh. Because I do also have St. Jude pins. I could put the St. Jude... Maybe that's what I'll do. No, well, because it says Lifetime Achievement. So should I put the St. Jude pins down here? And maybe I just make a separate banner. I don't know. Let me see what they send me in my 10K box. Because in the 7.5K, I got the banner and the pin. So let me see what they send me. That, I think, might make it a little bit easier to tell, like, how much room I need to save on here for things. Because as of right now, the St. Jude pins are just on my pin banner. Like, I have pins on my... Hold on. I have like a banner full of pins. And my St. Jude ones are all grouped together down there. So in theory, I could always get like another one of these banners and put all of like my St. Jude stuff on there if I need the room on this for things, you know? Because I think it'd be cool also, again, if I ever get to like TwitchCon, I think it'd be cool to have like something like this in like a craft, like the, because I would want to do like an artist alley at TwitchCon. Like I would want to set up a little booth. And I think it'd be cool to like have stuff like this there too, because that's part of what this stream is about. Excuse me, Artie. Don't yell at me. Show some of the things that we've been able to do because of, you know. It was me. I love that you have it on your thing. Thank you all so much. I can't believe that we've raised 10K lifetime. That is phenomenal. Like, when I started doing this, that's incredible. Hi. You're back? See, so they don't start sending pins until 7.5, because it's interesting. to see. Like, yeah, they should celebrate all of those. All of them should be pins. That's exciting, you know? Any amount raised. Next is 25. Look at that. Holy moly. And then they have, I don't even know what these are. Campaign skills? We've also now officially fundraised the most in a single campaign for St. Jude. These were our previous. Go us, for real. Eee! Ma'am. Hi. You have so many yarn things that you can interact with. Being up here is not where you need to be. Oh, and Sly Fox also has to be entered into the giveaway. Oh, and we have to spin the Wheel of Chaos. Oh my god, there's so many things. Okay. Okay, let me add Sly Fox into the raffle. Yeah. You're number 36. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot happening. A Rolling with Pride D20. Oh my gosh. I love that. Hi. All right. Here we go. Georgina, whose foot am I off to go find? I have other things on here. And so far we've gotten like so many of the same things. A patch foot? I do believe... James literally texted me and goes, I got you. I think you need to also get another one from around the other way. And or like a video if he's making any kind of cute puppy sounds. Megan getting up and getting the picture is part of the fun though. You're not wrong. Alright, hold on. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm gonna go. Oh, I closed the window. That's where you're gonna lie down. Okay. That is some pretty skilled photography. I agree. It's true. She's not on the hexagon that I'm making right now. Hello? Why? Oops. He stayed at a Holiday Inn? I do remember those commercials. Okay, I'm coming into your office because this is part of the fun. So leave the camera the way that it is. All right. Hang on. I'll be right back. Feat obtained. He's been doing so good. That's really like what I've been trying to say with him and his medicine. Like in the past, he would have been growling at me. He would have been pissed at me for like giving him kisses and like running in. And he's now just like, what are we doing, Mom? And I'm like, you're being so good. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, he's like, I'm so sleepy, Mom. His face. I'm so sleepy. Okay, we'll add these. To the Discord in the fundraising section. Okay. This one and this one and this one. All the beans. He really is. He's doing so good. Fun fact, their toes and their nails can also be spotted. See, look at, he's got spots on his nails. And on his toes. I'm including the James. I just included the James picture. And they also have spots on their mouth. Like this was him after a walk the other day. And it might look funny, but like that's a whole spot. Like there's his teeth. Like, it's outside and inside of his mouth, that spot. Same with over here. Isn't that weird? He was so happy. And, like, the inside and the outside of his ears have 2 different sets of spots. Because it's technically not, like, I don't know, it's like an inside and an outside. It's not like a one piece of the thing. He does have some nice teeth. He had to get them professionally cleaned. You actually can't see. He's missing a top tooth. He had to have one of those surgically removed because he cracked it when he was a pup. Also, hi, Emily. Okay, hold on. Why do I have so many ats right now? Is there anything that's actually pressing, or is this... Multiple ats in the same Discord about the same topic is unnecessary. You know? Same topic. I don't need ats in multiple channels. Thanks. Artie, I really love you. But, like, this is just... Yeah, like they have their blue tongues. Mm-hmm. It's so interesting. It is. It's already o'clock. Hi. I see you. You're just the most helpful. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't what I'm doing. Girlfriend. She's like, this is fine. You moving your hand is like you rubbing my face, so it's all good. Ooh, yum. Yeah, James got us sweet little treats from Wawa today. So Pippin has been a little snot lately. I say with the utmost love and affection. But she has been, like, pawing at the door to come in. At first it was just at night, and now she just was doing it today, like, before coming out this afternoon. And she's just, like, sleeping on the couch. Or in her box. Like, she's not doing any... I'm like, girl... Dio, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. It's not. She just is like, I want to be with my people. And then it's funny because like today Patch started barking at her and she stopped scratching at the door then. And I'm like, girly, I don't think that she realizes that there's like a reason that she's not out. Like, she just wants to be able to go wherever she wants to. Couch and the box are not in the breezeway. Yeah, I said, You know, if having, I will put one of the boxes in the breezeway with her, and I will buy her a rug if that makes her happy out there. You know, like if that's what you need, I will do it. Let's get you a raid star too. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you up to today? Beep. Oh, oh. Oh, wow. You really helped me write so beautifully. Oh, a crochet dragon. Finally onto the body portion. That's so exciting. Artie was like, let me headbutt your hand while you're trying to write in cursive, Mom. You don't need to do that. Such a good helper. The best. Oh, goodness. Welcome in. We are fundraising for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for the rest of the month. And we are less than $100 away from our goal for this fundraiser, which is the $2,500. I know it might look like we're almost at $3,000 raised, but we had, believe it or not, a scammer come in and use a stolen credit card on Tiltify to donate several times that added up to $1,000. And as the stolen credit cards are getting, like, people are realizing it and filing claims and being like, I didn't do this, blah, blah. The donations are coming out. So the actual amount that we have raised as a community is this $2,409. Because there's still a little over $500 worth of scam that has to come out. So super icky on their part. But we are doing great. We're still fundraising. We actually just hit 10,000 total lifetime dollars raised for charity, which is huge and amazing and exciting. And we have some fun incentives for, like, you know, donation amounts. Today, if you donate $15, you get to pick a color to add to our scrap hexagon blanket, and you also get entered into a raffle for an amigurumi of your choosing. So, yeah, that's what we're working on today. So one of them involves a whipped cream pie to the face. And there might be another one. But as of right now, that's one for sure. Mm-hmm. But thank you so much for the raid. If you have to raid and run or do any kind of post-stream self-care, please make sure that you're doing that. $90.30 away. Yeah. I know, we're really close. Oh, the second one I haven't announced yet. I'm still figuring out a few things. So, the first one, though, is some whipped cream pies being thrown. Alright, there we go. That is Sly Fox's red round. I cut that too long. Trying to work on not cutting things quite as long because, you know, when I run out of this yarn, I run out of the yarn. So, And this is Artemis, by the way, for anyone who's new and doesn't know her. She is the hardest of workers and the biggest of helpers. Something like that, at least. She likes to believe that. Yeah? Hi. Best supervisor. Yeah. That's you. You're doing a very good job supervising. Oh. Let's not click things with the mouse. Yeah, lie down right there in your spot. Oh, girly, that's so good. That's such a perfect place to be. No. Someone brought this up the other day in a post that I saw. And I think it's probably one of the most important questions ever. Are these still called mice? Because they no longer have tails. So shouldn't they be called hamsters? They don't have tails anymore. So here's the first moat hexagon, and I love it. It is a color combination I have not ever done, which is very exciting. I don't know if that's why they're called that. I like to believe that though now. I'm going to choose that. Oh my gosh, my black yarn got all tangled. I would say no. Oops, I'm not doing double crochets, Megan. I'm doing single crochets. I mean, yes, you all are right. I just thought it was a funny thing about computer mice. Oh, no worries. Relax away. Because these aren't alive. They weren't born as anything. They're computer. It's just what we called them. So, like, should we call them something else? Versus... No, but I don't want anyone thinking that, like... I would think that way about a person or an animal or anything like that. I just thought it was funny because, like, why do we call them mice? It's not, it doesn't look like the actual animal. Oh, are you leaving me again? Or you want to sit with me? Oh, wow, that was good problem solving. To get down while I have my bag of yarn in the way. Good job, Artie. I'm proud of you. Hi, Flicker. She has the brain cell right now. The tail being part of that. Interesting. The more you know. I am, yeah. It's a scrap hexagon blanket. So these have all been made and I'm just attaching them. But it is stretch break time. So we shall take a quick stretch, play some words on stream, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, do what you gotta do. And we'll finish attaching this row and then we'll find a place to pin this. I don't start attaching them until, like, normally I get a whole row done. And then I go down and attach it. So I just normally use safety pins and attach them where I want the next row to go. So that way also if I'm like, oh wait, let me move this one over here because it would fit in better, whatever. Anyway, words time. Be right back. Alrighty. We're back. Thank you for the lurk, by the way. Okay. Well, I don't know what that is. But boo. All right, you appears. Dang, that's cool. Oh, don't forget your dailies. I forgot all about mine. Dailies. Give me something. $78 and one Pokeball. Everyone else is getting blue awards around me. That's so rude. Also, Petrichor, your nails are really pretty. I like that color. There's an ice cream shop. There's an ice cream shop. Square cartons of it? That's fun. I hate when, like, places like that go out of business. It jumps off the table. I can't save them without the tail. That's fair. I caught the Raichu. Heck yeah. One other person has gotten a bad reward, then it doesn't feel as bad. It's not a bad strat. So much better on you. Slightly darker ones to your mom. Yeah. I have always found it really interesting now that I'm an adult and I can, like, buy my own makeup. I mean, also, the other thing, too, is stage makeup when you're a dancer is vastly different than the kind of makeup that you wear every day. But the only kind of makeup that I ever owned before was the kind that I could also use for, like, stage. And I never really looked good in, like, the bright pinks or the bright reds. Like, the more, like, these kinds of colors, like the more neutral, earth-toned ones, are definitely the ones that I gravitate towards and I like a lot more. Yeah, very extreme colors. Things not on his list. What he's buying? Oh no. Always an adventure, right? I always love when they come home too. They're like, look what I found. It was a really good deal. And you're like, oh, okay. So many, yeah. But they get mad at us for doing that. I mean, but is that because we come home with things like stuff from the Disney store? Or pet supplies? Or a whole other pet? You know, like, I'm not trying to say any of us would ever do any of that. But not even allowed at Sam's Club without supervision. So when you come home with like 37 pounds of oranges from like Sam's Club and you're like, it was a really good deal, and you eat like 4 of them. Grabs a ton of snacks. I mean, some things are really good to buy at Costco because they don't, you know, spoil very quickly. So, other things, not so much. Do I need a jumbo bag of Doritos? No, probably not, but do I want one? We're so close, and guess what? Kit Kat, I was able to officially claim the 10K lifetime total fundraised. We got there. So it's official. I have the little badge next to my name on Tiltify, and I'm getting a pin in the mail, and I'm so excited. Like, our little, it's just strong but mighty. And I love it. And yeah, now we're almost at our goal. We have a couple of days left and we're $100 away. I'm like, oh, heck yeah. And we made one hexagon as a chat through donations. Yeah, it's orange, teal, and red. It's kind of... I feel like this camera shows it better. And we had to go photograph Patch's feet. And chat watched. It's been a whole thing. And we've basically joined a whole row of hexagons today. What, Phil? Oh, it's fine. Presentation about proposals. Well. Not every presentation will be the most exciting, but that doesn't mean that they're not important. Gonna wish they paid more attention when you can't help, though. Going home! Hooray! Drive safe. Probably boring to listen to. It's an important thing to do, though, in certain jobs. Like writing business proposals or things like that. Like, I got really excited because I got a proposal in my email instead of like one. I got so many, and I had taken a screenshot because I thought it was so funny. Where, you know, like these spam accounts on Instagram. I love the BRB message. Yay. Let me find it. I just recently deleted it. Hang on. Interesting, because neither one of their names is Emma. Neither one of them have a profile picture, and no one is like, hi, this is Emma from Fuzzy. Is it? Is it now? Is it really? But I actually got an email from Fresh Pet. And they were like, we would love to work with you. And I was like, oh, heck yeah. With our senior dog food. And I'm like, that's one area that I can't. No, it was an actual email. Like, unlike these Instagram email or Instagram messages, it was like an actual email. It did appear. And again, you never really know. I can pull it up, though. Yeah, it was from, like, from Social Native. Where it was like, hi, Chats with Maple. But it was a senior dog, and I'm like, you know, here's what you have to do, here's what we would do, and all this other, like, this is an actual proposal. Like, this is how companies reach out. And I feel like I'll message them back. I just got it yesterday. And I'll send them a message back and be like, listen, would love to give it a try. Unfortunately, my dog has to be on very specific prescription food because of bladder stones, and so I can't change it. But if you ever want to talk to someone about cat food, I got 3 cats. We can see if, you know, how many cats like the food, you know, whatever, but it's like, dang. But unless they're going to keep, like, supplying it, I wish I could afford that stuff. But it gets too expensive. Excuse me. Where am I on that? Okay. But yeah, those Instagram ones, I'm always like, Like, that was why when I had gotten the message from the dodo that at first I was really suspicious because it wasn't from the actual dodo. It was from the person who wanted to write the story about us. And she was like, she introduced herself though. It was much more, hi, I'm so-and-so from the dodo. I'm reaching out to you about this, this, and this. And sure enough, like when I clicked on her profile, there was actually a profile with videos, pictures. Her, the thing said so-and-so from the dodo. And like I Googled it and there was, someone, because I was like, this ain't no way, but yeah, evidently like the writers get to pick the stories that are interesting to them and then they pitch it to the company, and I think that's pretty cool. A ditto by 1 square from your temperature blanket. Just one of them. Not all of it, just one. Could you undo it, please, so I could have just that one? So we have 30 minutes left. I don't think that we're going to get another $100 raised today, but maybe we can get like another... It'd be cool if we could get another hexagon done. Hi, do you want to be under here? He's a sweet boy. You want one 12-inch square? Yay, my Ditto collection grows. Hi, is this your foot with the little scabby thing on it? Because I want to see if that's what you're picking at. Excuse me. It is. Can I see your foot? Hi. Let me see it. Girly, it just popped right off. There you go. It just came right off when I touched it. Let me see. Let me see. Hi. I know. I know. Hooray! Okay, but you can't pick at that spot. Okay? Yep, her foot just came right off. Whole foot. She had this weird little... It almost made me think of like a wart, if I'm being honest. We'll see if it comes back. But it was just this weird little spot on her foot. And it didn't bother her because she let me like kind of pick at it a little bit. Like this was a photo from May 13th. So if you don't want to see it, look away. Okay, but that's like a while ago. I'll tell you when you can look back. But you see, she had this little like thing. And she just came into my office like picking at her foot. And I just looked at it and I just kind of like touched it and it just went tink and came right off. It's gone. You can look back if you're looking away. So I have no idea what it was. It doesn't look like a person wart underneath. You know, like how they have the little black dot. If you don't know, you're lucky. I used to get them all the time as a dancer growing up on my feet. Maybe TMI, but you know. Such is life. Well, there's a good girl lying down behind me. I love that. All right, last hexagon in this row, and then I don't know what we're going to do. Was so satisfying. That was like the hardest thing when she let me take a look at her foot last week and like kind of poke at it, was the fact that she was letting me poke at it and I was like, pick it off now? And it's like, no, no, no. There's a scab there for a reason. Don't do it. Don't do it, Megan. Because as a person, that's exactly what I would do with myself, but... That's true. I could work on a hexagon. How do I do that? I do that. Okay. All right. So this is left open, if you look at the edge. And that's so when I get to the end, I can just crochet around 3 sides and the whole blanket will be edged. This side does not have that. This side gets closed in. So, somewhere there's a stitch marker. Where that's gone at this point, only the stitch marker knows. Part of the squirrel hand, part of my squirrel fell. Okie dokie then. Is it in here? I know, just $91 to go. To reach our goal. That's wild. That's our stretch goal too. Like I was just hoping to get to 1,000. Like I just wanted to get more rays this time than any other time, and we did that. The stretchiest of goals. Okay. So here, here's it folded over. So that way hopefully you can see some more of the hexagons. Okay. Yeah, I really like how it looks. What were you watching? Okay, I mean, I think that's a pretty straightforward question.
YouTube videos and stuff.
Hmm. Look like some anime.
Oh, no.
No? Okay. Sure thing. Yeah. Because there's just a little bit of it left. I might actually... Let's try and make it a middle part. Let's try to make it a center. I might have enough. No, I don't... I don't know. Should I have this blue with this multicolor? Because there's kind of a blue already in it. Let's do this blue. This dark one. I think I've put this blue and this yellow together before. It probably makes me think of my wedding colors. If I did again, I just try not to put them right next to each other. Did I try and catch this? I didn't. Reminder that we have to cook tonight.
I know. Out of curiosity, do you know where that mask was that you got from Joanne's? What I'm gonna steal from you?
I think in that bag. Right here. You're fine. It should be in a blue thing.
Yep, thank you.
You gotta take a picture of what it looks like.
Okay.
If it's like one of those cutout kinds.
Yeah.
We love a self-care queen. James is taking a bath with a face mask on. Go off. I don't even know what we're making tonight. We have our meal kit this week, so let's see what recipes we have. We just made, oh, it was really good. It was a barbecue chicken sandwich. So it was chicken and cheese and like hamburger buns and like coleslaw and fresh French fries made from like potatoes. So we also have tomato and feta chicken with Brussels sprouts and garlic orzo. We have, you don't know, turkey jack taquitos. Like these are... And then we did not... Oh no, we did get this. Sorry. One sheet chicken and red pepper sauce. We got a recipe card for something with salmon, and we didn't get salmon this week. These were our 4 meals. I do not like Brussels sprouts. In fact, the way that they've had us cook them in these recipes has been the only time in my life I've ever eaten Brussels sprouts. As a kid, I had one of those, you know, you're going to sit here at the table until you finish your meal punishments. And there was Brussels sprouts, and I sat there all night. It's called Home Chef. And if anyone's ever interested, not sponsored, but I do have like a code you can use to try like a box at a discount. And like it gives us like a discount on a future box too. So it's just like a mutually beneficial thing. Like I don't get paid for it, but if anyone ever wanted to try it on a cheaper thing, we've been using it now for I think about a year, and we really enjoyed it. Lots of different foods to try and ways to prepare things, and it's really not expensive. Like we get 4 meals for around $100. It's about $111. For 4 servings and 4 meals. So for 2 people, that lasts us the whole week. Obviously, if you have 4 people in your household, it will be different. But, like getting fresh food, like fresh veggies and meat and stuff like that, it's just, you're going to spend way more than that, I feel like, right now. I would have sat there all night with Brussels sprouts. Yep, I did. I sure did. And I was not necessarily like, I mean, I guess maybe I was slightly picky. I like to think that I wasn't too bad. At least I didn't think I was. But I just, the way Brussels sprouts, I mean, they were boiled, I feel. And it tasted like feet. Yeah, forcing your kids to eat vegetables is just, I'm the kind of person who's like, try a bite, you know, like you don't know if you don't try if you like something. Ugh, that's all that's left. That's not enough for anything. So, it will be added. I have a little collection of scraps that were too small for anything else. So it'll get added to that, and then maybe one day I'll make like a little scrap hexagon to add. Like how I have my scrappy squares. How they're cooked. Absolutely. Like the way that we've done them with the meal kits, they've been baked and in like a butter sauce. Like a garlic and herb sort of butter sauce thing. Alright, about 10 minutes left in stream today, so last chance to get those donations in. Again, every dollar helps. Breakfast for dinner? Heck yeah. What's your breakfast for dinner going to be? Like, is it waffles, pancakes, French toast, an assortment? Ooh, cinnamon rolls are good. It's always a solid choice. Eggs with sausage and pancakes? Nice. Didn't care for it until he made it. Aww. French toast is good. Just have to open the container, put them in the pan. Yep. That all in any form. And that was your worst food aversion? Interesting. I am the kind of person who can have, like, eggs as a side. Like, a little bit. But I don't want, like, a whole meal of them. I'm not going to eat a whole meal of them. Maple loves eggs. Patch loves eggs. The girls are like, about them. Pippin tried a little more last time. Toast the bread before dipping and cooking the French toast. Interesting. Oh, no worries, Petrichor. This yarn is like a baby yarn, but it's very like trans pride, and I love that. Love that color combo. Yeah. Thanks. I'm sad too. I looked every time I went for you. Every time, like, they would have one of, like, the big like, they'd have some pride yarn, and I'd literally pull up your DM, and I'd be like, no. Not the ones they're looking for. I'm hoping that, since Hirschner's is going to sell it, that they'll also have some of the pride yarns. Maybe, you know, maybe during Pride Month or whatever, but I hope that they keep, you know, the majority of the Big Twist line intact. Both. They weren't the droids or the yarn I was looking for. Bummer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, this is what... I know that you follow me on Instagram, and I posted a whole video about it. And this is what makes me crazy about the algorithm, is that so many people don't see it. Because you're not the only person who I know follows me who's like, wait, really? And I'm like, yeah. Hirschner's announced that they took over Big Twist. There's not been, like, an announcement yet on when the sale is going to start of it. Or, like, what, like, I guess yarn, other than just, like, the Big Twist value. Like, they haven't necessarily, oh, you don't have Insta? Really? I thought I followed you there. I don't know. I posted it on Insta, TikTok, and I think YouTube. Doesn't matter. Either way. Very exciting. Big win for all us crafters. Yeah. And Hirschner's posted like a thing about it too. But again, they just showed like the value yarn and like the one of the multicolor value yarns. So I'm not 100% sure what they're gonna sell. Yeah, I think that we posted something in Discord too, but it doesn't matter. I know I'm in a lot of Discords. I don't read everything all the time in all of them. So. Yeah, I tried to let people know because so many of us were like going there and just like buying all of it that we could. I definitely kind of lightened up on how much I was purchasing when I found out about that. So I was really surprised though that they took it over. They must, I mean, it's smart. It really is. It was a lot of people's favorites. The one that you read everything in. You know, it's funny, like, a few of the servers I was in, I had, like, the Minecraft channels muted, because I don't play. I never cared. But now I'm like, oh, I should unmute those. Now that I play the game. Few things that was sold exclusively at Joann's, yeah. I mean, yeah, mine had a lot of white yarn too, but again, here's the thing, yarn, as long as you're not storing it at like weird, I don't know, temperatures or like in a high moisture environment, it's not going to go bad. Like, as long as it's it's in like a house and it's not like kept out in the rain, like it's not something that you're like, oh darn, all my yarn went bad, you know? So even if you have a lot of it, if it's something that you use, yeah. Well, I feel like white and black is always good to have. Well, it's more like, again, you just don't want to stick it outside. You don't want to expose it to like extremes. If it's in your house probably isn't going from like, you know, 90 degrees to 50 degrees every day. No, I think as long as it's in like, even just like the same sort of like humidity, especially because it's acrylic yarn, it's not like anything, you know. I would just say that it would be more problematic if you were like dunking it in your pool or a lake or whatever and then bringing it inside and then like bringing it outside the next day to sit in the sun, you know, like extreme stuff. Like if you store it in attic, for instance, it might, and it's not even that it would necessarily go bad, it's just that it might get weaker. Whatever.
I found my people.
Weighted blankets are really good. Hi there, thank you for the follow, welcome in. Dropped in Discord a month ago. Yeah, I tried to let people know. Head goes, I must get all the pretty colors. No, but they're the pretty things to look at. I get that. You're like, ooh, look at that. So sparkly. Yeah, I tried to like cross post it as many places as I could to just try and let us. I love my yarn. It's very nice to look at. No, it is. I get that. Yarn is pretty. All right, let's see if I can make a center out of this. A huge skein of black and white so they last forever. Yeah. Same. Mine didn't have the large skeins of black, so I got like 3 of them instead. Ooh, I've seen those. That's actually funny story. That's actually why I have all those pony beads in like these colors, is because I bought a bunch of them to make a pony bead blanket and never did. Boy, is it lovely. Make sure that you also stretch though, because having them be too heavy on you isn't great either. I think we're just gonna fit this. Nailed it! I won. I won Yarn Chicken. Heck yeah. I never even thought about washing them. My weighted blanket is in a washable, like, cover, and it's actually on top of my bed. It tends to just go on, like, my feet. I sleep much better when I feel like, I don't know. I don't need it on my whole body, but I do when I have like bad panic attacks. I also have a weighted like husky puppy wolf guy. Doesn't stay in place. Pony beads way down. Yeah. With the fiddly bits for anxiety. So for washing, what you would want to do is you would want to wash it on like delicate, and you'd want to put it in like a pillowcase. Or hand wash it. Has to be spot cleaned. Yeah, it would destroy a machine. Oh. It's after 6 p.m. That means it's time to wrap up stream so I can go cook dinner. I mean, ads were just about to play, so either the ads are lying or the clock is lying. Everything's lying. I don't know. Everything's lying. was gonna say something and I forgot. Not the train derailing. I hate that. I personally hate being hot way more than way more than being cold. Being cold to me, I can get cozy under blankets and like, you know, relax and snuggle, but hot, my body just wants to quit. It doesn't like it. Alrighty. I hate being warm too, yeah. No, I don't do well in heat. Oh my gosh, I was just looking at one of those because James doesn't like the weighted blankets, but I think that that would help him so much. That cocoon thing. I saw one of those the other day too. Like one of those targeted ads. They get us, they know. They're like that person right there. They're neurospicy. They need one of these. Do you like it, Raccoon? Yeah, bad blood circulation. A lot of mental health medications and others can affect how your body handles heat. Yup. 'Tis true. So can different disorders. Like my thyroid condition makes me more prone to not liking heat. So yeah, feel free to share. I mean, if you all have like the little sleep pods and you like a brand, feel free to share in the Discord. In like the health and wellness section, or beauty and wellness, I think. Like, feel free to share links to ones that you like, or even ones that you don't like. If you're like, I got this kind and it sucked. Isn't it so fun? I'm like super afraid because my vertigo's kind of coming back a little bit. And y'all, when I say that I can't handle that, I will literally take hives for the rest of my life. If it means that I would not have another day of the vertigo I used to have. And that's saying a lot. The vertigo? It's not hot. Do you see what I'm wearing? It's 57 degrees here right now. Or were you asking someone else something about the heat? Sorry. But yeah, earlier today, my yarn went under my chair, and I rolled my chair while I was looking down to untangle it, and I got like a wave of vertigo, and I'm like, I can't do it again. Can't do it again. So I'm gonna go and do my stretches, and you know, my mom keeps asking me things where she'll be like, oh, well, what about like using the heating pad again? I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna make the hives blow up. Like, I don't know. No. The only thing that I can think of is, again, just tension. Things have been stressful lately between pets and things like that just going on in my life. And so I have been a lot more tense in my shoulders and in my neck. So, yeah, it could be that. But yeah, I don't know. In fact, I'm going to go fall over and take it easy for the rest of the night. But thank you all so much. Thank you for all the donations. Less than $100 away from our total. That's so exciting. I'm so excited. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being a part of this. Thank you for donations today. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah. I have no idea. Yeah. That's the hard thing too, is that I'm like, if I go back to physical therapy, like some of the things that they do to help, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that would cause hives too. It's such a freaking mess to have both at the same time. And it's like, one of the things, I keep trying to like relax, like getting stressed about it's not going to help anything. Literally, it's going to tighten everything up. So it's like, just try and relax as much as possible. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure what we'll do. It's going to depend on how I feel. Maybe diamond dot, maybe crochet. I don't know. But I'll be here and we'll be fundraising. We're gonna go say hi to Brock's. They are a really cool wood carver. I always forget. I think that they're Maui. I forget where they're from, but they do traditional wood carving and it's super cool. Very neat. They're fundraising right now, as well. So let's go over and say hi. It helps if I, of course, start the raid, doesn't it? Only if you want to actually go there, Megan, you goober. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Come join the Discord if you would like. Here's my social media. Oh, you already are doing all the things. Look at my mods are on it today. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time zone, friends. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember you are loved, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.